everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Let's say you pull the thorn out of the Pope's butt and he grants you one wish. What'll it be?
On the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
And our next bachelor likes women who take their clothes off for money.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, if you're not going to take this seriously, then do your job. Welcome to Plotty Time.
It was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon. It's still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Plotty Time, and boy, Chump Slap, did we have a fun time streaming last week. Wasn't that great?
Oh my God, so fun.
Oh man, we haven't recorded it yet, but I figure if I say it here, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean?
You manifest it, yep.
Exactly. Like then I'll schedule it and be like, fuck, I did say it in the episode. I'm gonna do it.
We have to do it even if it's half hour, man.
At least we gotta. Obviously it's October 10th today. So before then.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
Obviously. How else did we get it before this episode came out?
Yeah, what are we, future time travelers? Fuck off. Come on now. That's exactly what happened. We did it. And
Yeah,
it was
sure
great.
did. I had fun.
I had fun. It was a great time. I also had a great time
too.
Yeah.
rewatching the movie Grave Encounters again.
You talk about that movie like every month.
I think I've seen it like 3 times in the last year, at least.
I know. I saw it on a Plex. I almost fucking watched it myself.
It's fun.
It really is.
Did you finish the bowl from last year yet?
Thank you for asking. Yes, we just did. I have a lot of movies that show I did that.
Oh, yeah? Like Last Kid of the Dead?
We finished it, I think, right around September 20th or so.
Oh, nice.
So we went through, because what we do is we do the bowl, right? I'll put a picture of the bowl on Instagram. It's actually a fucking sick looking bowl. I bought it at a glass museum. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I was just thinking it was a fish bowl.
I was expecting a bowl you put popcorn in or something.
It's cool.
We'll see. Everyone tell us what you think his bowl looks like.
Yeah, whoever's the closest.
Looks like never mind. He's not going to get that.
So we have the bowl where all the movies are written on little pieces of paper and thrown in there. You guys understand how this works. And then we have the ghost mouth, which I think it was originally. I'll explain. I see your face. I'll explain.
I would mention it as a Lord vessel. Actually, that's what it was called.
Oh, nice.
I think the ghost mouth was originally like a thing you put next to your sink to hold like a wet sponge so it doesn't soak up everything.
Yes.
It sounds like some kind of Urban
My
Dictionary
parents
sex
have
thing.
one of those mouth sponge holders. Not a ghost mouth. That's just crazy.
Well, the ones that we finished, we throw in the ghost mouth. So we went through the ghost mouth of the last section of Movie Bowl, and ones we recently watched, we threw back in the ghost mouth. We're like, we'll watch them again next year. We don't need to watch them again.
Mhm.
Like Ready or Not, we just watched that. We'll throw that in for next year. But we threw away a bunch that sucked and were terrible,
Nice.
and then we've recirculated this year's Movie Bowl. So we're now starting on this year's October Movie Bowl.
Ooh. You know what you should put in there?
One Cut of the Dead.
Yeah, a movie I just watched, Existence.
I fucking love that movie. I think it is in
So
there.
good and bad.
It is. There's nothing like it.
No.
What about
And those fucking consoles, for lack of a better word, whatever they are, that are like organic, freak me the fuck out, man.
I love the guns too.
The like bone guns.
Yeah, they shoot teeth and they're just like organic. So stupid.
It's so weird. Go check that out. Who's in that? Sarah Pauli and Jude Law?
I think it's Jude Law.
Man, David Cronenberg.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
classic.
Only he could fucking make that thing.
Willem Dafoe's in it
Yeah.
for a little bit.
I forgot about that until I saw him. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Man, Willem Dafoe's a delightful weirdo.
Love him and everything.
Yeah.
Except the lighthouse, that blue.
All right, well, we're just going to agree to disagree here.
Yeah, you're outnumbered there, Dr. Scientist. That movie fucking rules.
Love that movie.
I'm really excited for that director, Robert Eggers, is doing the Nosferatu movie.
Oh, shit. Nice.
So I hope that's as fucking weird as I hope it is.
I don't know. Northman. was
I didn't see that movie, but I heard it was eh.
It was okay. I mean, it was beautiful, like all his shit, but
There's a third one. What's the other movie we're missing that he did?
The Vitch.
Oh, the Vivitch.
Yeah.
That was fucking creepy.
Yeah, it was a good one. He does
I liked
really
it.
atmospheric shit very well.
Yeah, he sure does. I like his stuff, and I'm excited for the Nosferatu movie and hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah, same.
What did you watch, Dr. Scientist? Anything good?
Literally nothing.
Literally?
Yeah.
You didn't watch any YouTube even?
Yeah, a ton of that, but nothing. Like no movies, no shows.
Just one of those weeks you felt like vegging out.
Yeah.
I get those a lot, but I make something up.
Yeah, I couldn't even make something up.
That's all right. I got you because we had to finish off the movie bowl, so I got a couple things I can rattle off. We rewatched The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh,
movie.
fucking good, yeah.
That was a good one. We've talked about it like 3 times. I don't need to go over it. But we also rewatched The Dark and the Wicked. I don't know if you guys have seen that one yet. I've recommended it a couple times.
Probably not.
No. Son of a bitch. Let me write it on the list. I have like such a long list anymore. I don't even look at The Dark and the Wicked.
Yes, it's about these 2 siblings. They're grown adults. They're like in their 30s or 40s. They go back to the farm they grew up on because their father is like about to die from dementia and he's like bedridden. And then let's just say weird shit starts happening.
Very weird.
Very weird.
Oh, man.
But it's good. It's a little bit, it feels like a slower movie, but it's not like Hellhole where you're like, oh man, how far are we into this? Like it's just, it's paced very well and it's very creepy and weird shit happens. It's good. I highly recommend The Dark and the Wicked.
All right. Cool.
And the movie I don't recommend, have you guys seen The Exorcist, the beginning?
Is that the new one?
I tried to watch it. Oh.
That is like the 4th one.
The one that was set in Africa?
Yes. It was like 2003 or 2000. There was 2 released in like 2003, 2005, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
That were like, I guess, numbers 4 and 5, but they weren't numbered. It was set in Africa. It was supposed to be a prequel to everything that happened.
Oh, yeah. That was not good.
Before,
Boring as fuck.
It was so boring. I remember seeing it when it came out and I didn't like it. And then we were like, let's give it a chance. We've seen the other Exorcist movies. Why not? You know?
Yeah, might as well try
God,
it.
it was so fucking boring. Real boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a movie that I don't think I've talked about it.
Who cares?
Stop me if I did. It's new. Amazon original. Jackpot with Cena and Aquafina.
You have not.
remember it.
I've heard of it, but you have not discussed it, I don't think.
Okay. I thought it's okay. It's like a future dystopia where you can win a lottery and then you have till sundown and everybody in California can kill you. And if they kill you, they take the lottery winning.
Can someone kill them and take the lottery from them?
No.
So it's the first person to kill you.
First person. You can't use bullets. So it's like and John Cena plays a like bodyguard for people who win the lottery.
It kind of sounds like that Jake Johnson movie that just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The one where all the fucking assassins are trying to kill him?
Yeah, but it was like a dark web game or something.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
I mean, I had fun with the Jake Johnson movie.
Yeah,
but
I mean, this was fun. It was okay. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking or amazing, but
Get the meh.
yeah. I mean, John Cena's always fun to watch play.
I saw another movie that I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys never to watch because it wasn't very good.
Okay.
Have you guys heard about this film? It's brand new. It hit Netflix and on August 30th, The Deliverance.
No.
I think I might have started it.
So apparently it's based on a true story
Uh-oh.
and it's about a family in Indiana. They found a strange demonic entity in their house.
Well, it's not
And
true.
well, you talking about demons are real.
Oh, okay.
We know angels are real, so therefore demons are real.
That doesn't logically
Use your
follow.
brain, Chump Slap. Come on.
Oh, yeah. It's in the Bible. It has to be real.
Yeah, but this story, first of all, I have no idea how fucking Glenn Close got in this movie, but she is. It wasn't good. It was about this woman whose husband was off in Iraq fighting the war.
And he came home and she was left home for a clown?
No, she.
Fuckers, I knew they'd someone who make it.
It was basically her raising her 4 kids alone, and her mother was here, and she has a very contentious relationship with her mother, who's played by Glenn Close. But it's based on a true story. Do you guys remember like all the ghost shows that they used to do,
Like
like
Close.
Ghost Adventures, all those, the reality shows where they go and visit like a haunted area and film it overnight and try to
those
find ghosts?
fictional toes, yeah.
Like that movie you just talked about, Grave Encounters.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's parodying those shows. But there's one guy called Zach Baggins who does one of the ghost shows, Ghost Adventures. He
Okay.
has the museum in Las Vegas I've been to. He's a collector of weird shit. Museum was very fun, actually.
He's like the guy from fucking Demon Knight. Is that what it is?
I mean, if you want to
no,
bail
forget
on
it.
this topic and just talk about Demon Knight the entire time,
no.
I'm fine with that.
Let's go on.
Anyway, the point is, this was a real home in Indiana. He bought it. He did an investigation in it and ended up tearing it down because it was a portal to hell and it was too dangerous, guys.
Oh,
Sounds like a
okay.
true story. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the
And they made a
Abaddon.
movie about that. Kind of.
All right.
You can go and watch his investigation of it. They made a quote unquote documentary. It's like a feature length ghost show, I guess.
All right.
But it's called Demon House from 2019.
Demon House.
Is it fun?
That's what it's
at
called.
least?
No.
That's a
No,
bummer.
well, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah.
I mean, look, some of these ghost shows are fun and it's fun to watch the people freak themselves out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's in one of these groups where, like, if nothing's happening, all of a sudden someone goes, "Oh my god, I don't feel good," and they have to like leave because they feel like the shakes and they get a headache.
I'm getting
And
a wetness down my leg.
exactly, like shit you can't prove. They're just like, "Oh god, that must be haunted. This guy had to
Got a
leave."
stomach cramp. It's got to be a ghost.
Oh, the ghost just shit my pants.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not that far off, but
That'd be a great T-shirt.
That's our next T-shirt for this week.
A ghost just shit my pants.
so anyway, this is the fictional movie telling the story, and it's not good. Just don't watch it. Skip it.
I don't know why that's funny.
It is though. Got to
Oh god.
Sorry, it's not as funny to you as it is to me.
I watched another movie though.
Cool.
It's a creepy fucking 10 Cloverfield Lane, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
I forget how fucking creepy it is every time I watch it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I saw it in the theater and haven't seen it since.
Really?
I mean, I liked it. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's a rough one, man.
It really
is.
is.
It's extremely slow in the beginning.
Yeah. It's so creepy in the
And then the
beginning.
last like 20 minutes, so much shit happens.
Yeah, right? And you're like, oh God, it is fucked up. That's a good movie though.
It's real good. I liked it. John Goodman's great. Mary Elizabeth Winstead's great.
That's
the guy
about
from
everybody in the
Newsroom,
movie.
That other guy.
whose name I don't remember, is great. The three people in it are great.
You know what I did watch like 2 weeks ago though? The
What?
Cloverfield Paradox.
I got to watch that again.
I like watching. I like putting it in the background and letting it go a lot.
Yeah, because there's only like there's certain times where you'll stop what you're doing. You'll be like, oh shit, I remember this. Sorry. Oh, that's his arm in the fucking box.
That and Life. Not the
Yeah.
science fiction one in space. Life.
Yeah, the one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that. You've mentioned it a couple times on this.
I
Yeah,
remember.
It's got Ryan Reynolds. and
Yeah, I talked
Jake
about watching
Gyllenhaal.
it.
It's
Maybe
pretty
this
good.
year. Yeah,
You should
Damn,
watch
man.
it. It's kind of horror-y, so you can put it in the bowl.
It's space horror.
Yeah.
Space horror is always welcome at this house.
Yeah, throw it in the bowl.
Yeah, man, throw it in. Life.
I'll throw it in. Why not?
So I'll throw it in the ghost mouth. I don't remember which is which now.
the bowl, we pick from the bowl, and once we
Oh,
watch it,
okay.
it goes in the ghost mouth.
Yeah, you shouldn't have introduced the ghost mouth. That's weird.
It's too
I'll,
complex.
I'll put it on the Instagram. It's spooky season, guys. I'll throw it on the Instagram so you can see it.
Nice.
The bowl and the ghost mouth. What else? I watched Pontypool.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's the one that just takes place in like it's
In the
room.
radio station.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, man, it's good. It's for what it is. It's real good.
Yeah, it's real simple, but I like it.
Yeah.
But they it's in the slap pocket. I'm pretty sure. I think it's like 84 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the whole idea where they don't show you anything. It's just like they're talking about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or they're talking to like the traffic guy who's like out in the field talking about all this crazy shit that's happening.
Yeah.
They set the mood real well. It was very creepy.
Yeah, because it starts that he's driving to the thing and he talks to that lady on the road and she's all fucked up.
Oh, yeah. I might have to watch that one again, but we'll see.
I mean, 'tis the season, right?
Yeah, for real. I also put on Pulp Fiction again. And then I was like,
Oh wow.
I got to go do something in the kitchen. I go in the kitchen. I'm playing the whole scene over in my head. By the time I get back to the living room, I'm like, that's right where it is. I know this whole movie by heart. Why the fuck do I even put it on?
I don't know. It's a waste of your time, really.
It's so
Such a
good.
great movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's so good. It's so quotable. It's so tight. It's
It's a
good.
tight 2 hours and 20 minutes or whatever.
It
is.
sure as fuck doesn't feel like it though. That's how you know it's a good movie.
I don't know,
Yeah.
it feels like 5 or 6.
Well, when you don't like cool shit, I can understand that. I can see where you get there. And then the last thing I'll talk about watching, It's a movie I have not watched since it came out. Have you guys seen Gothica?
Oh man, I saw
With
it when it
Halle
came
Berry,
out.
I don't think
Robert
I've ever
Downey
seen it.
Jr.
Is it Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good, guys.
No, it's
Like,
not.
It starts out pretty strong, but yeah, the middle, like 60% is just a waste of fucking time.
Oh, wow.
It's not very good. Just ignore it.
Yeah, I swear to God, I've tried to watch this movie multiple times, and I just blank out.
Yeah, like it starts out strong. It's pretty cool. And then you just get to a point where you're like, I don't care anymore. Like, it's one of those movies where they keep reiterating the same points over and over again in different ways. And I'm like, we know this. Like, we got it. We got it. We don't need to keep doing this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If that makes sense. But that's all I watched. And then I played some of that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, yeah?
Oh
What'd you
yeah,
think?
how was it? What specific levels did you play and for how long?
I played the first 2 levels of the campaign,
Mm-hmm.
which probably, if you just go to the objectives and don't screw around, it is not a long campaign. But all the campaign missions are in like an open map.
Yeah, so you want to look for secrets and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
you look
sure
for
there's not
secrets. There's
secrets.
like,
There is.
well, there's like 30
always
weapons
something.
or
Yeah.
pickups you can find.
Yeah.
So I was looking around for those, which made me take longer, and I only ended up finding like 10 out of 25 on a map or something
What
like that.
a loser.
But it looks great. It plays great. It's just, I don't know.
How's
like
the
the
zombies?
zombies mode.
Oh, sounds upsetting.
Oh, so you only played it like 20, 30 hours, right?
No, I only played 3 matches.
Okay. Is this the hour-long thing?
Yeah. So you get dumped on a live match. There's no way to play solo. You're with people online.
That kind of blows.
So it's like fucking
Can you pick who you play with at least?
Warzone.
I mean, if you wanted to go in with your own team, yeah.
No, but you need to know people, I guess.
But
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Warzone. Everyone's on the same map.
It's exactly like Warzone. The difference obviously being it's not PvP, it's zombies. So what is nice about that is that if you have people that are competent on your team, they can go and do like contracts, which I guess are kind of like missions, like kill a boss or
Yeah.
secure an area. It's like the mini game version. This is all as the timer is counting down. So if someone goes and does that, your whole team gets credit for it, which is kind of nice. So people are way better at this game than me. So I'm just like, oh, sweet, more XP and do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't
But-
sound fun though.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how it's timed. There's no way to pause, obviously, which really sucks. And I don't like how, like, the whole concept of it where you need to, like, search through crates to get pieces, like, salvage that you can spend money, like, get money for, but you have to exfil in order to keep them. And if you unlock a gun, or if you pick up a gun from the world and you exfil, you can then use it again. But until you unlock that with your level, if you go in and die, you lose that weapon. It's very stupid. It's just needlessly complicated.
Well, isn't that the way it always was though? You can't just pick up a gun and unlock it. You have to get to that level.
Well, yeah, but it was always, I mean, there's been no zombies that's anything like this. This is just Warzone with zombies in it.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds terrible to me, but
I'm playing it. I'm going to play it a little bit because there's kind of like a story to it where you have to do like 3 things and then it finishes the chapter and then you get a little bit more info.
Right.
And as you go through those, you unlock more slots for permanent guns. So I might do it just for that, but I can't see this being a thing like Cold War where I spent 600 hours in it.
So
Yeah.
more like 3, 4.
100 hours.
Yeah.
No, maybe like I'm not going to hit 100 hours. Like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's have an over-under with the fans.
Yeah, let's see if
Is
the fans.
Poppascotch going to hit 100 hours on zombies?
Well, if the fans want to play with him,
Oh, yeah. That's only 100 matches.
right?
Yeah, and then you can show me what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing because it's like a target. Like the outside is level 1, then there's level 2, and then the middle is the hardest level where the enemies are the hardest. But it's not like zombies where you can get enough money to pack a punch 3 times, then you have enough weapons. You have to like go in with an ether tool or a ray gun or something in order to jump right to level 3, and everything basically resets. It's fucking dumb. It's really dumb.
Is
it
it,
doesn't
like
make me
just
feel
like
like
the storm keeps going in until the end?
No, it doesn't do that at all.
Oh, it
It's
doesn't
just,
even do that.
You just cross over into the quote unquote medium where the enemies are level 2. And if you're fighting them with your level 1 gun, you can still kill them, but it's many more shots to do it.
Yeah, that's no fun.
So because I suck or don't have anything upgraded or don't have any fancy guns to take in, I'm always like around the perimeter in level 1 just shooting zombies, which is going to satisfy the itch for a little bit. But
Yeah, I can see
not
it
a
just
long-term
getting
thing.
annoying after a while.
yeah, and I can't pause, which makes it really hard, especially with that, that baby around I got to deal with.
Well, I played a game I could pause and had a decent time with.
Oh, me too. Go ahead, though.
I have this game called Gravity Circuit. It's just like a a Mega Man clone.
Okay.
All right, but that's fine.
Yeah. You're a robot and you can run around. It's more like melee based. Like it's like a mix between a fighter and Mega Man.
Okay.
And you can go in and you the bosses. You can like do like a Ryu uppercut and stuff to hit.
Do the bosses drop melee weapons instead of like guns?
Yeah, they drop like crystals you get, and then you have to like with like points you get from the levels or coins, you can buy like upgrades to your weapons to make them more like that. And they each
It's
have
kind of like Souls, like where you get a
Sort
soul
of.
and you can make multiple.
You can get both though.
Okay.
But you have to like pay. You could get like one of their abilities they used, like a short teleport or like
Like it unlocks a
like the Mega
skill
Man ability.
tree.
Yeah, sort
Skill
of.
tree. Okay.
But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it,
Nice.
and I could pause whenever I wanted to.
Yeah, I was playing.
That sounds like a fucking luxury all of a sudden.
I was playing Metroid Dread.
Oh,
Speaking of horror, it's supposed to be a horror game, I guess.
is that
That's the newest Metroid.
was that the Switch? It was on the Switch.
Yes.
Nothing else. Okay.
Yeah. That's one reason I really wanted a Switch. Shout out to my brother who gave me a free Switch. What?
Nice.
Yeah, you didn't give it to me because I was 2 seconds too late to say
Yeah, son of a bitch. I was already looking at something on my phone when he texted. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take that.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know, Metroid. I love Metroidvanias, and fucking it's the newest Metroid. It's fun as shit.
You could go on the Switch and can you get all the Game Boy Castlevania games too? There's like 8 of them.
Yeah, you have to pay.
Oh.
It's like $50 a year. I already paid for it just to.
Yeah, you can play like Aria of Sorrow and
Yeah, you can play
Portrait
all.
of Ruin.
You can play like
Order of Ecclesia.
Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, everything like previous. But I mean, it's everything a fucking emulator can do, but legit, I guess. You know?
Well, you're paying for it, so
Yeah, and they all have save states and shit, so that's
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. But yes, Switch is fun as shit.
Yeah, I've barely played mine.
Yeah, well, that's because you're not a Metroid head.
That's true. I probably would have played it more if I was a Metroid head.
Yeah,
Was
Metroidvania.
it like a real Switch or was it a Switch Lite?
It's a regular Switch,
Oh,
Switch,
regular
yeah.
Switch.
Which I find myself playing on the TV more, but it's also nice if you put on a movie you've seen before, just like sit and play with a handheld.
Oh,
I mean,
finally
you guys.
finally got it a handheld
Yeah,
in
I've
your 40th
never
year.
fucking never used hand. Well, I've had a PSP, but this one's like good handheld. Good time.
All right.
Let's check it out, man. If you're into Metroidvanias, get yourself a Nintendo.
There we go. Well, let's go ahead and move into the fucking Plotty time vibe check. So, did you guys remember we talked about the game Pal World? Where
Yeah,
it's
a long time ago.
Oh, that's the Pokemon ripoff, I guess. Mm-hmm. Or
Pokemon with guns, as it's colloquially known.
yeah. Well, the lawsuit will let us know if it's a ripoff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The lawsuit is happening. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, they are filing a lawsuit against Pocket Pair, which is the developer of the game Pal World, believing that it's
Where are they
copyright
filing this and
infringement.
what are their claims?
Japan.
They are claiming that it is copyright infringement, which I think it's way too different.
Yeah, and
to,
I
like,
don't know, like catching monsters. If they're gonna go, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know Japanese law either. So
Yeah, but what about Monsters in My Pocket? Remember that?
yeah,
That was a television show, right?
I don't know how much
No, it wasn't.
the structure of Pal World is just generic game stuff or just straight up copied from Pokemon. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, like how much did they change it enough?
Like they can't they can't sue Castlevania clones for making a Castlevania clone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think that's where the contention comes from, that the monsters in Pal World are a little too close to the monsters from Pokemon.
Oh, well, if you have 100,000 monsters or whatever.
Well, yeah, they have over about 1,000.
Yeah.
There's going to be some similarities.
There's going to be, I guess a little bit of overlap somehow.
But if it's like an electric one that's yellow with
I mean, Pokemon just stole from Tamagotchi.
whoa, I forgot about Tamagotchis.
Well, be careful. We don't want to also get sued by Nintendo.
For what?
For being
I don't
too
know, they like
damn
to
I
sue
don't think they
cool.
have the balls to sue us.
What? Bring it on, Nintendo.
Make us close down Plotty time. Next
They
week,
wouldn't
Schmotty
dare.
We're
Schmime
going to
comes
change the
out.
name to Barrio Brothers.
We just keep making them sue us.
That'd be worth it. We tried with this symbol, but
Yeah, we got to get known somehow.
Absolutely. I guess this is how, by pissing off an extremely litigious company.
yeah, why not? At least somebody will hear us.
I know, right? Also, some other news came out which is very confusing. Apparently, the DualSense controller is getting a price increase.
What's the DualSense controller?
The new
PlayStation 5 controller. They're permanently getting a $5 price hike across the board.
Are
So
they
now it's
getting better
$75.
fucking battery life?
I'm going to go ahead and say no. But
I bet it's less. I bet it's worse battery life.
that's like when the, what's it came out? The DualSense Pro controller.
Yeah.
The one I still have not bought, but they're like, it's $200 and the battery life is worse. I'm like, no, thanks, guys. Jesus Christ.
No, that's like what they came out with the Pro, and they're like, it's more expensive than the original. And halfway through the fucking life of this system, it should be cheaper, right?
You think you don't see a price increase 4 years into a system's life cycle.
Yeah, it's weird.
This is the year 2024, though.
I think PlayStation is realizing they got a stranglehold on this, and now they're just gonna make me hate them.
Well, now you're a Switch bro.
Yeah, fucking Nintendo. Let's go.
It's really weird because I'm looking at Amazon and their list price has definitely gone up $5. Like it's a list of 75 now instead of 70, but they're selling them for 70.
I was
So
annoyed with 70 price. Well, that's because they're the old ones, probably.
Yeah, I have a lot of them too.
Well, send me one because I only have 2.
I ain't got shit.
You ain't missing
Yeah,
much
good.
because the
I still have
fucking
my 2 PS4 controllers from 8 years ago.
PS4 controllers lasted forever.
I don't know if have you held a PS3 controller lately? Because if you hold a PS3 controller and then a PS5, the PS3 controller feels like a cheap baby's toy.
I'm sure it's about 1/100th the weight.
I kind of miss that though. You know, they should make a lightweight one, and then it's worth $75. But
Yeah, maybe they should make a lightweight one. Like maybe get rid of the adaptive triggers since basically no one's using them.
I hate them. I don't even use the trigger buttons for my fucking triggers anyway.
You don't use your trigger buttons for your triggers? What are you triggering with?
Well, I switch them to the bumper buttons.
Like a real gamer.
Like every time, dude. I can't stand
Like a
it.
real gamer.
I like to
Damn
know
right.
it's either on or off, not fucking different variations of pushing a button. Fuck out of here.
Maybe I should turn it off and see what it's like. I've just always had it on. And I kind of like the feedback to it, but I know what you're talking about. Like it's...
Yeah, I want to know I'm pushing it. That's it. That's all I need to do.
Is it a thing where I've just gotten used to it now?
Probably.
And then when I turn it off, I'm going to be like, holy shit, that is annoying.
Dude, they could make the controller fucking 10 times lighter if they took out rumble packs, because I never use them because it wastes the battery.
First thing I do all the time is shut off vibration.
It just wastes the fucking battery.
Even though I have it set in my defaults to always turn vibration off, I still have to turn it off.
Oh, yeah, I hear that.
I'm sorry. I can't get on board with this. I love my vibrating
Oh, you
controller.
like your vibrate? Nah,
I
fuck that.
got to say it.
You're just a sucker for big vibration.
I'm a sucker for big vibration. Another t-shirt? I don't know.
I think the go shit my pants is still better than that.
The go shit my pants. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Welcome to my rant.
That's what grinds my gears.
You can watch the rest of his rants on his YouTube videos on our Patreon, which will exist someday. Now, you know what? I'm not committing to that. I'll commit to a stream by now, but
I'll commit to a
Patreon?
Patreon if we can get there's probably one
What a
person.
Chump Slap rant of the month.
And another thing.
that's the special content you're paying for with the Patreon. And you get access to the Discord.
And our shirts.
His shirt of the month club.
I was actually thinking about getting rid of the shirts.
We actually.
Yeah,
I was talking about the shirts we never made.
It's pointless. It really
Yeah, one order every 2 years. I don't think it's going to cut it, guys.
is.
We'll pull it
Well,
back.
if you
We'll
finally
pull it
made
back.
the weed skins.
Yeah, then they just blow up, right? In other news, we're doing news, remember?
Yeah.
The Skate reboot from Electronic Arts, the one I'm excited about and you guys don't care about,
Right?
Don't care.
that is going to be coming out in early access next year.
Still
That's
don't
exciting.
care.
Signing up for it?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Probably have to pre-order and then cancel your order when it sucks.
Yeah, that'd be such a bummer. I mean, I'm not going to I'm done pre-ordering games, except for probably Chell. But other than that, I'm done pre-ordering games.
I don't know if I can get into a skate game anymore. I think that window has been opened and it's been shut. now.
Yeah, it's gone. The time has
See,
passed.
I am pretty sure that's also happened to me. But
But we haven't
I
seen
just-
one in a while, so.
He's going to come back with a sprained ankle one episode.
I was trying to do a kickflip on my deck.
on my skate game.
I just, I remember playing 3 and on PS3 and fucking loving it.
Mhm.
So I'm like, if something's going to bring me back, it's this skate game. If this skate game doesn't do it, then yeah, I'm probably done with skateboarding games.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But I'm going to give it a shot. I hope it's good. I hope I get the same feelings I got when I played the last skate, but who
Good
knows?
luck, bro.
Yeah, for real. I'm more jaded than ever.
Yeah.
I want to find something good. Like, I want to get excited about a game again. It hasn't happened in a while.
God of War Ragnarok 2.
I think they're just going to call it a different name.
So then a year later, Unity has canceled its controversial runtime fees. Do you guys remember us talking about that? How the Unity engine was going to charge
Oh, yeah.
game
Seems like
developers
yesterday.
per downloads? But they blocked back on that, surprise, surprise, because it really pissed a lot of people off and they stopped using it.
Yeah, they're not going to get more money.
Did they really? Or did they just complain and then they're like, all right, I guess we won't do it?
They probably just changed it to make them pay more money a different way. You know how capitalism works.
Well, of course, they increased the price for some plans. The personal licenses will remain free until a game brings in over $200,000 in revenue or funding. So, like, you have to pay a subscription if you're going to use it. Like, that's how the engine has always worked.
Right.
The runtime fee was an increase per X number of downloads, or it was per every download over a certain number. So it was really squeezing them while they were still paying the subscription. It's like, imagine you pay for Netflix, and then after 20 movies watched, they start charging you $3 per movie.
Yeah.
That's conceptually what you're looking at.
I get it. That sucks.
But they're pulling that back, and they're going to increase the subscription costs.
I wish they did that, though, instead of raising the prices every couple of months.
For real.
I know, Jesus Christ. It's getting fucking ridiculous. I should take an audit of all the streaming services I pay for, but I'm too scared now.
I did. I mean, it's basically cable.
Yeah, either
It really
that
is.
or you pay a fucking $100 a month for cable.
Yeah.
Plus, like, a lot of the shows that I repeatedly watch are available through their own app if you have a cable subscription,
Yeah.
like the FX app or whatever. So what am I doing? No, I don't want to think about this too hard.
Yeah. We'll get into that later.
Hey, if you want to hear Poppascotch rant,
Join up for the Patreon.
There's some good ones on those minisodes back there. Go listen to our back catalog a couple hundred times.
Yeah,
Really
check out
add
some
numbers.
minisodes.
Then last piece of news, Diablo 4 players have spent $150 million on skins and microtransactions.
go touch grass.
Whoa.
That makes me so sad. I mean, I'm not above it either. I've paid for DLC and cosmetic
Weed
shit.
skins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Diablo weed skins.
We don't need to talk about this. I didn't buy it. Guys, I didn't buy it. I did not buy the Modern Warfare 3 Cheech and Chong pack. I didn't buy it.
Really? Because that's the one thing I was like, he's buying. That.
I thought about it real hard. I'm like, God damn, this is on brand for me.
Does it let you talk like them?
I think it has like a couple of their canned sayings that they yell out.
If Dave's not here, man. That's all it says over and
As,
over again.
as Cheech and Chong, the operators.
You know how fast you're going.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't buy it is because I don't know how long I'm really going to play this version of Zombies.
I knew it.
Like,
I
if
was like, if he
I could
loved
do
this game, he would have bought it already.
Yeah, if I was going to put 100 hours in this game, I'd be like, yeah, it's worth it. But no.
Oh,
But yeah,
scotchy.
Diablo 4, $150 million just on cosmetics and extra bullshit, which
Yep.
makes me even more mad that all the games still cost $70 plus they have all this revenue.
Yeah, exactly. People are dumb.
That's bullshit. This is sad. Let's get to the game.
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving into the game here, guys. How about it?
Let's do it.
What game is that?
This week, we are talking about the game Condemned to Bloodshot.
Whoa, we did Condemned 1. I don't remember anything
I don't
about
remember
it.
anything about it either. You should probably go back and watch that, fans.
Holy buckets. We did that game October 31st, 2019. That's a season
first
year
year.
one.
Nice.
Season 1.
It's probably really good.
It's probably when we hit our stride.
I don't want to say we gave it. I don't want to screw up the scoring.
Probably.
Because it's perfect
Yeah,
the way it is.
it's amazing.
Condemned 2 Bloodshot was released March 11th, 2008. This year in video games, March 4th, 2008, a game we covered, Army of Two, came out.
Oh.
Wow.
March 9th, 2008 was Super Smash Brothers Brawl. That was a big
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
It's still a big one.
Yeah.
March 11th, 2008, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, another game we talked about.
Oh.
Wow. We're going to get all the games one of these days.
Yeah.
I know. March 24th was Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII.
That's not one we've done yet.
No, but you guys are Final Fantasy nerds. I thought I'd throw that in there,
It was
or
an alright
were at
game.
one point. And then March 28th, a game I think we did,
Don't Google it.
Dark
Yeah.
Sector. Have we done that game?
I'm going to say no.
I've looked at it.
We did.
Oh, we did?
Oh, okay.
What's it about?
You picked it.
Did I?
July 14th, 2022.
Wow.
2 years ago?
That was damn good. Or not. Whatever.
Oh, looking at the picture, I kind of remember. I definitely didn't remember I picked it. It's the guy, he had like that glaive in his, and he could throw it.
Yeah, okay. It was like infamous, like
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Set in the fictional Eastern Bloc country of Lazria and centers on protagonist Hayden Tenno, a morally ambivalent CIA cleanup man while trying to intercept a rogue agent named Robert Mesner. Hayden's right arm is infected with the fictional technocyte virus, which gives him the ability to grow a three-pronged
I
glaive at
remember
will.
everything about it now.
Yep.
Nope. But box office that week on March 11, 2008. Number 5, the Will Ferrell basketball 70s movie Semi-Pro.
I don't know if I've ever seen that whole movie.
I'm pretty sure I did, and I also think it's okay.
Yeah. Very low. Okay.
Number 4, an underrated film, The Bank Job.
No idea what it is.
That's the one with Jason Statham.
Didn't
and
see it.
They like rent the shop next door and tunnel under into the bank thing, and it takes like 3 days, and they rob a bank in London over the holiday weekend. It's not based on a true story, I don't think.
No. It sounds like lady killers.
Or Ocean's 11.
Any bank movie, really. Except for that one with ghosts.
Robin Williams?
No.
It wasn't as good as the Spike Lee one, Inside Man. It wasn't as good as that, but it was still good.
Yeah. All right. Fair.
I don't remember. I don't know if I ever saw it.
And then number 3 is Vantage Point.
Don't know.
No
If I
idea.
remember correctly, it's a film where it was the assassination of some political figure.
Oh, with John Depp.
I thought it was the guy from Lost. Maybe both of them, but they kept playing the same event through multiple people's point of views.
Yeah.
Dennis
you mean like a
Quaid,
Rashomon
Forrest
style?
Whitaker. Yes. Oh, it's the attempted assassination of the American president is told and retold from several different perspectives. I guess I was right. Yeah, and the guy from Lost, Matthew Fox is in it, Forrest Whitaker, Edgar Ramirez, Zoe Saldana, William Hurt, Sigourney Weaver.
Never saw it. Is Sigourney Weaver the president?
No, she plays a character named Rex Brooks.
Okay. Never mind.
President is William Hurt. But yeah, whatever.
The word
Number
about
2, College Road Trip.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's that after European road trip?
Yes, yeah.
They
It
tried
probably
to
doesn't
make
have
something
anybody
else.
from the first road trip movie in it.
Oh, no, I don't remember this one, but it's Martin Lawrence and Raven Simone. I guess.
Guess I was way off.
Yeah, right.
I was right. Nobody from the original road trip
Yeah,
movie was
you
in
got it.
You are correct. Oh, no, wait. DJ Qualls is in this.
it. Really?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I would have believed it. I would have believed it.
No, it's about overachieving high school student decides to travel around the country to choose the perfect college. Her overprotective cop father, played by Martin Lawrence, decides to accompany her.
No.
Keep her on the straight and narrow.
I might have seen that.
It's Martin
And
Lawrence,
number one that week, 10,000 BC.
Really?
Michael
Yep.
Cera film.
Jack
Is
Black?
that what? Is that
Yeah.
that one, or was it? I thought it was one of those.
Or was that the other one?
That might have been
1 BC or something like that.
Yeah, you're. This one is the Roland Emmerich movie.
We're talking about the comedy that spoofed it.
Yeah.
Yes, this stars Stephen Strait from The Expanse, Camille Bell.
Oh,
There it is.
yeah.
It is in the prehistoric pass. Dela is a mammoth hunter who bonds with the beautiful Iberlet. When warriors on horseback capture Iberlet and the tribesmen, Dele must embark on an odyssey to save his true love.
Sounds terrible.
That was trash, yeah.
Well, it's Roland Emmerich.
Okay.
That could
That
go either
doesn't
way.
mean anything to me.
This week in news, March 12th, 2008, streaming service Hulu launches for public access in the United States.
Oh,
Wow, it's
wow.
been 16 years already?
That's only 16 years.
I know.
That's what I was thinking.
March 16th, Dale Jarrett retired from points racing after the 2008 Ford City 500. I know it was a big day in your household, Dr. Scientist.
Yeah, you were there. Remember we had a party.
No, I don't remember. It was that good of a party, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dale Jarrett.
March
Did
17th,
you say Dale
2008, Governor Elliot Spitzer of New York resigns after a scandal involving a high-end sex worker. David Patterson becomes acting governor.
That wouldn't even make the news for more than 30 minutes today.
No, it wouldn't.
There'd be a tweet.
Yeah, that'd be about it.
It'd be a tweet, and then it would go away in 12 hours.
Yeah.
March 24th, 2008, Bhutan officially becomes a democracy with its first ever general election. Congrats, Bhutan.
Fuck yeah, Bhutan. I got your flag out in my
How's
front
Bhutan
yard.
going?
Great.
Good. Anyway, moving along, Condemned 2 Bloodshot was released for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, developed by Monolith Productions, published by Sega. It is a single-player horror action hallucination sim Dr. Syintist, you picked it this week, so how about you tell us what it's all about?
Hallucination sim.
I love his descriptions
Yeah.
of games.
Well, because
though.
they're always like action adventure,
Yeah,
single player.
yeah.
So I'm like, let's mix this up.
All right, this happens 11 months after the first game. If you don't remember what happened, you're just like me and had to go back and look it up. So go listen to our episode and come back.
I decided not to.
It doesn't really help making the game make sense. But,
Yeah.
And it starts with a woman named Lieutenant Rosa, who I don't remember if is in the first one or not. And she gets a call from some random dude, and he's like, "You got to tell Ethan that it's not over. It's not over." And it kind of like ends up. So she eventually tracks Ethan, who's the protagonist from the first game. He's a retired FBI agent now. I guess he resigned. I don't know, whatever.
Was he an alcoholic in the first game?
No, he got suspended.
Yeah, but then he was cleared of all his charges, and then he resigned anyway.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you guys.
Because it had to do with the whole serial killer in the first one.
All right. Okay.
And he was like framed for all the things and stuff.
Oh, all right.
So they're like, I don't know where he is. He's just an alcoholic now. Let's go find him. So then it cuts to where Ethan, he's in a bar, and they call. Of course, he just doesn't want to do it. He ends up getting in a bar fight, whatever. Then he goes outside. And this happens a lot in the movie where he kind of gets knocked out and he goes through a hallucination world and then wakes up back in the spot he was knocked out in.
Yeah.
And he sees like hallucinations that are like his, I guess, animus. They kind of like urge him to do things and stuff. So it's kind of hard to figure out what's real and what's not once the game starts.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause, he's just hallucinating. Well, I guess whenever you see the weird hallucination guy, it's a hallucination.
Yeah, I guess, but still, you never know.
And like he walks by TVs and they start spreading conspiracy theories to him and stuff. And
Been there.
yeah. And also from the first game, this whole area of town is like overrun by like just people burning shit down and rioting nonstop. It's not really explained in the first one too much. They kind of just blame it on drugs and whatnot, but it's explained more later.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually Rosa finds him and is like, "Hey, they got this call for you. Do you know who this is?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's Malcolm Van Horn." And she's like, "Well, he was looking for you and we're trying to figure out what he's doing."
But you're having hallucinations about following Van Horn before she even shows
Yeah,
up.
I know.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that all it's kind of all explained later.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird at this point.
She's like, "Can you help us do it? We're going to track him down, figure out what he's talking about." And he's like, "All right, I don't want to go, whatever. And he goes. He's really kind of a piece of shit, but oh well, whatever.
Who, Ethan or Malcolm?
Ethan.
Okay.
Malcolm, you don't really know too much of.
Well, Ethan's just a
Pretty sure he's in the first game, though.
drunk who's given up on life.
Yeah. So you agree to go to the precinct, and Lieutenant Rosa's with a guy named Dorland. I don't remember his first name. He's just a cop. And he's just a dick, basically.
Yeah, he's a real ass.
You kind of like, you're like, all right, I guess we'll agree to go find Van Horn. I kind of know where he is. Let's go to these random buildings that are dilapidated. And that's kind of what you do. You get attacked by vagrants. You start, there's all kinds of like recordings and whatnot. And they're like, all right, let's go search this other part of the building. And you kind of just like fall down an elevator shaft.
Like when you get there, he's like, "You're a drunk liability. You're a piece of shit. Now take this shotgun."
Yeah.
Let's go.
I forgot all about that part.
It's just silly.
But you fall down an elevator shaft, and then Dorland and the other cop that's there is LaRue. They're like, all right, we'll find a way down to you. You just go around and look around. And eventually you find a dead cop in there, and they have this stupid little mechanic where you do investigations and you talk to Rosa on the phone.
Mm-hmm. A lot of that in this game. A lot of talking to Rosa at the station.
Yeah, and a lot of like analyzing evidence. I'll skip over a lot of that because it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
So you're walking around after finding the cop, and you eventually find Malcolm Van Horn, and he's slaughtered. He's like, his intestines and stuff are removed, and he's cut in half, whatever. And then like Rosa's talking to you, and it kind of like another, like a baby monitor leaks into what she's talking about. She's like, I kind of heard something. You got to be careful.
Yes. Strange transmissions.
Weird.
Yeah. And eventually Dorland and LaRue show up, and they're like, all right, I guess we got to get out of here. Let's carry the body. So Dorland and LaRue pick up the body and start running with it. And they're running from like rioters now because they just attacked the building for some reason. And it's I thought it was funny because it's just like a body that's like cut all apart, and they're carrying it and trying to run with it. And you eventually like fall behind, and Thomas blows up this thing, and you kind of get knocked out again. And you end up seeing your hallucination, and you're kind of like talking to Malcolm in your dreams or whatever. And then you wake up and everything's normal, and Rose is like, well, I think they left without you. I'll come pick you up in the middle of this riot.
Interesting.
The riot seems very, I guess, inconsistent because they're still like driving around the city and doing cop shit.
Yeah, and they're kind of just like, these rioters will just attack one area at a time or something.
And like bars are open because he's in a bar in several scenes in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just an excuse to have shit going on
Yeah, to
around
have
you.
enemies to fight, I guess.
Yeah,
When he's not hallucinating.
yeah, it's pretty weak.
And also, I think it was very clear in the game that Dorland maybe didn't try to kill Ethan here, but he didn't.
Try and not kill him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we gotta like cut off these guys from catching us. We're not gonna get away in time. Oh, Ethan's not in a safe area. Whatever.
Yeah.
And they blow it
well,
up.
Dorland doesn't give a shit about him.
No.
So Rosa says, she's like, I'll come pick you up. Just head to this street. And somehow on his way there, he ends up in a doll factory. And LaRue's like, I used to party in there as a kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is what?
It's on fire too, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I wrote, you get attacked by a doll / stripper / clown.
Girl, clown, doll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a ridiculous group of words you just put together, but
Yeah.
you're right.
That's a perfect description of what it is, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying you weren't accurate. Just saying it sounds silly.
And then eventually Rosa picks you up and she's like, she brings you back to the precinct. She's like, I want to show you something. And she takes you to Van Horn's body and like, she's like, look, his sternum's removed. And and he's like, oh, and he's like, he's got some weird vocal cords. Don't you remember when you had your analyst, when we did this to you a year ago?
Yeah. Why are your vocal cords redacted on your x-ray?
They're blacked out and redacted. We couldn't figure out why.
That's so, come on.
There's, really leading the witness here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, let's MRI your chest. See what your vocal cords look like. And then you go in the MRI machine and then you start hallucinating in the MRI machine.
That's the place to do it.
Yeah. I'm sure that's good.
You're not the first person to freak out in an MRI machine.
Yeah, but you're probably the first one to hallucinate getting up and going to fight a bunch of enemies.
Well,
But you
no,
never
I'm
did
kidding.
get
I'm
up.
kidding. You're probably right.
I guess, but you thought you did. I don't know. You got to be moving, right?
I don't know. Because they get a fucking clean MRI.
Yeah, they do, I guess. Because you're like hallucinating like ooze and stuff. Like,
Yeah. It's very strange.
eventually you wake up and she's like, we'll analyze the data. You go see the chief. He wants to debrief you from what happened.
That's normal.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do that right away. Instead of going to check his body and get an MRI first.
Yes. She sounds fishy.
Yeah, it's kind of a whatever. So you go to the Chief Farrell, and he's like, I want your what you think happened here. I want your description of it because Dorland's missing. He's like, what happened? And then you explain what happened and how you got separated from Dorland and LaRue. And then you kind of start like freaking out at him. You kind of grab him and throw him on the desk and stuff. I don't know exactly why. I guess you just have a short fuse and he kind of pissed you off.
This is Farrell, right? Chief Farrell?
Yes.
Okay.
I assumed it was because he didn't tell him about the x-ray.
That's as good an excuse as any.
Well, it could just because he was hallucinating alcoholic. Yeah.
Well, there could be that too, yeah.
Because he like pins the chief to the desk and he's like, why did you order them to leave me behind? And he's like, I was ordered to keep you safe. I didn't order them to leave you behind. I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, they left me behind because of you. Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
and then,
Dorland made it seem like he's like, fuck him.
Well, he said
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, but that's kind of a leap to make the
Yeah,
chief telling him.
you're right.
But then while this is happening, the phone rings and it's Dorland. And he's like, hey, chief, I know I went missing, but guess what? The mayor's been murdered in the museum.
And you went missing during that time?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of... So the chief's like, let's go check out this body, you and me, Ethan, buddy.
Oh, why not?
Yep. So you go there. And you get to the museum, and it's kind of like a set. The body's posed, and it's all cut up. The head's missing. It looked like she was flayed alive, they said.
Big X on her back.
Yeah. And there's a letter on it. And they're like, this is SKX, who, if you don't remember, like I didn't, is the serial killer from the first game.
I assume that.
And I know that you didn't have to remember the first game. But at the end of the first game, you have SKX in your trunk and you shoot him in the face. So you assume he's dead.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But they're like, I guess he's not. And then they're like, I don't know what to do. But there's this blood trail that goes in the museum. And the cop's like, we can't go in the museum until we get a warrant. He's like, well, I can go do what I want. And then Ethan breaks into the museum.
Oh, no.
I kind of like the idea that he's like, we see this in movies, we see this in TV all the time, where the cop is like edgy and a little bit of a loose cannon, but you just assume he's like right and doing it for the right reasons. And all this like red tape is just bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
But I like how this game's like, oh, this man might be fucking actually crazy and hallucinating crazy
but
shit.
He is hallucinating.
Yeah.
It's like but it's, you know what I mean? It's like a little play on that classic, I don't know, trope, I guess.
Yeah. You got a point. But anyway, you break into the museum, and then you're talking to Rosa, and she's like, "Hey, we found Leland Van Horn, who's the name of SKX. He's also the nephew of Malcolm Van Horn, who was killed in the beginning. It's like we found his fingerprints all over the body, Malcolm Van Horn's body.
Oh,
What?
and DNA, right?
Which I never really understood. I guess I should have went back and figured this out. But how you shot him in the face in the trunk, and then they never found the body. I think like you went. I kind of remember you going like back, and then they went to find the body, and the body was gone, and they just assumed
He must have just got up and walked out.
Yeah, but
Should have used a bigger caliber gun. You know what I mean?
yeah, and then she's like, I don't know what happened, but maybe Malcolm Van Horn like took him and healed him back up, which is a leap.
Yeah.
I don't know how she came to that conclusion.
No, but she's like, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So either she's involved in it.
Yeah, she knows too much.
Yeah. Either way, she's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously.
So you're like, all right, I guess SKX isn't dead. Shooting him in the face ain't going to do it.
Happens.
So you go walk around the museum more, and of course there's drug-addled baddies and stuff and rioters all over. And you find all these metal pieces, which were apparently inside the mayor's body.
Weird.
Yeah. And then, of course, the cops finally get the warrant and they come in. And then there's drugged-up armored guys and stuff. You fight, whatever. But you found them. And then Rosa calls and says that she found some rare deer shit on the bottom of Malcolm Van Horn's boots.
Oh, I forgot about this.
I was wondering why I
part.
had fecal matter on Van Horn shit.
I just have rare deer shit found on Van Horn. And I was like, what shit? I was like, oh, it was literal shit. She found it.
Yeah.
Which,
It must be from a nature reserve.
yeah, it's got to be because that's the only place those rare deers are.
Yep.
Deer are. So,
Awesome.
like, all right, we're going to send you on a plane to go up there and investigate.
Makes sense.
All right, I'll just leave the museum and go do that.
This can't be the first time we've seen this in a game where they find like some rare sand or some rare mud or some whatever rare bullshit that sends them to the exact location where they need to be.
You think the writers were like, it's never shit. Do you think we should do that?
Deer shit. Yeah.
You know what'd be funny? Shit. Well, we can't do human shit. That's too far. Human shit's too far.
Yeah.
guys.
How would you parse that down to where it goes? For it's
Yeah,
from?
you can't tell. How do you know? Like, did fucking DNA on fucking shit
Yeah.
on his shoe?
Yeah. There's shit in there's DNA in your shit.
But is there like a database of rare animal shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Run it through this is
shit
obviously
base.
deer shit. Run it through the rare deer shit database.
Yeah.
I think we're still at a point where we don't have like a dental record database for murders. Like, I don't think they have a rare shit database. I could be wrong.
Well, I don't think that's how dental records really work.
Oh, everyone
you
has
have to
dental
kind of have an
records.
idea of who it is
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
compare the
that's-
record to. You can't just like,
That's what I'm saying, but you can't just like take some, because I remember learning this in forensics when I was like back in college, it was like 20 years ago. But I remember hearing there's no like national database of people's teeth. Like if you have someone's jaw and you need to figure out who it is, you have to know who the dentist is and you have to hope they took an x-ray. Like
Right,
that's how
right.
it works.
and then they got to go manually look through the x-rays.
And then compare it like by hand.
Well, this fucking deer shit is so rare, it's obvious when you see
It's-
it.
It's bright yellow.
The naked eye lets you know.
Well, anyway, whatever it is. So Dorland drops you off at this plane and you get on the plane and then all spooky like Dorland's like, the target has just boarded the plane.
Yeah.
So
come
you know
on.
he's the bad guy now.
Yeah, that annoyed me.
And so Rosa calls you and is like, yeah, you have vocal cords are similar to Van Horn's. I don't know if you're related somehow or some kind of thing happened.
How'd she know?
She took the MRI and compared it to what was on Van Horn's body.
Oh, Van Horn's body. Okay. Because, his
His vocal cords were
shit was redacted before. Okay.
Yeah. So then you have this hallucination of the pilot, and the pilot like shoots, and all of a sudden the plane crashes. Of course, there's got to be a plane crash, and you survive.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess Farrell calls you, and he's like, "You shouldn't have gone alone, buddy. You're an asset. Some people are scared of you. I can't tell you why, but just be safe. We'll come up there and get you."
Yeah. Does he say, remember him?
Yeah, something like that.
Right here. Like he just like throws it out there. He's like, oh, you're an asset. Just be safe. Remember
Yeah, I'm
him.
trying to protect you.
Yeah. It's like, what'd you say that last thing? What?
Then the next Batman level shit comes up. You find a human arm, and you're talking to Rosa, and she's like, "Take a picture of it." She snaps a picture of it. He's like, yeah, that's saliva on the arm. That's something. You got to be careful about that. That's dangerous.
This game's awesome. Batman level
You find
shit.
like the rest of the dead cop's body, and you find out it's someone of Dorland's thing, and you're like, "Why is he here?" And then Rosa's like, "I don't know why he's there either. We better. Something's up. You got to be careful."
There's multiple Dorland's men dead around
Yeah,
here.
yeah. like they were there waiting for him.
Yeah.
But you know what killed them all? The bear that shows up. Which, whatever. It is what it is. It's a drugged out bear. We got our cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear. What?
I saw the movie about his life story. It was different than this.
I hear they're making a cocaine shark.
They are.
Interesting.
But you eventually like run around from the bear and whatever, and you find this dying cop, and he's like, take my shotgun. You only got one shot. Make it count. And whatever. The bear attacks, and you get KO'd, and then you're kind of like drugged through the forest by the bear or by someone. I don't know.
Are you hallucinating this whole time? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. So I assume you killed the bear, so maybe someone else is dragging you out.
All right.
Whatever. But you wake up and you start hearing like chatter from other radios, and you hear Dorland's like, the target's still alive. He's like, we can't let him get to Van Horn's stuff. Got to take him out before he finds the library. So you know what you got to do.
Oh, no.
Find
What?
Van Horn's library.
Oh, God.
Wonder what's in there.
Books.
It's a
Probably.
Good guess.
But the first thing you find when you go there is a bunch of bombs that you got to disarm.
Oh, of course.
And she's like, you got to kind of be quiet because Dorland's men are showing up. And the only way to disarm these bombs is to throw them out windows and let them blow up.
Awesome. This game rules.
That was awesome. I'll give him that.
It was
Oh,
kind of
boy.
funny to see him like pick the things and throw them out the window. But I was like, they're going to know he's in the thing.
Yeah, you're smashing windows.
And
Bombs are blowing up.
Like Homer. Boom.
Oh, it must have been a bean I ate. Fucking stupid. Loved it.
But eventually you get inside his secret lab.
Oh.
And it's a message from Van Horn to you. And he's like, I promised your parents to keep you from the coming danger. Something is hunting you, and they killed your parents, and SKX is part of them, and he's trying to be a member of their society or whatever. And then soldiers show up, and you end up fighting them and running away. And all of a sudden, LaRue rolls in with a big fucking snow machine or whatever the fuck it is he's driving. He's like, hey, buddy, I'm here to save you. I can't do a Cajun accent.
Yeah, don't.
That was pretty close.
That was all right.
Really? Because I kind of just made it sound whatever. Thank you.
It's very mumbly. It's that gumbo and a juvenile. Like, that's pretty much how it is.
But LaRue's like, get in, we'll drive away. I don't know what they're called. Snowmobiles. It's like a huge snowmobile. He does it.
All right.
And as LaRue saves you, Rosa calls like, there's all kinds of cops going around asking questions. They're searching the office. I don't know what's going on. The riots have gotten worse. He's like, but they caught SKX. And he's not going to talk to anybody. Ethan, can you go do it? And LaRue's like, well, Ethan, I'll take you there. Let's go do it.
Does she tell you here that Farrell's gone missing too now?
That's some point along this way.
Okay.
So you eventually find the bus where they're keeping SKX because that's a sensible place to keep somebody.
Sure.
And you get into the bus and you start talking to him. You knock out all of his guards too. So
Oh, is this like the stealth part where you fucking
yeah. And so Ethan asks him like why he killed Van Horn and the mayor, and he's like, well, they had Oro's secrets, which I this is where I guess you figure out the name of the organization he's trying to do. They call it Oro.
Oro.
Yep.
Isn't that golden?
And he's like, but I'm not going to tell you anything else. And then he knocks you out and he starts driving away on the bus. I don't know how LaRue let all of this happen, but whatever. He eventually crashes the bus and LaRue's there like, oh. He's like, I'm hurt. Go chase SKX.
Oh, he's escaping.
So then SKX runs into this bowling alley, and there's a stupid scene where you find the mayor's head inside of a bowling alley, or bowling, whatever they're called.
Bag.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
And you're going through, and you eventually find the chief, Farrell. He's tied up, and he's like, SKX is studying me like the others. He's experimenting on homeless people, and he's cutting them loose and doing weird shit. He's like, there's all these cages with monsters and whatever. Eventually, you end up fighting all these things. You get knocked into a cage, and Dorland's in there. Or not. Dorland knocks you into a cage with Farrell. And they start talking. Farrell's like, you got to find the voice and get us out of here.
Find the voice, huh?
And then in another fantastic move this game, you end up blowing up Farrell's head. You figure out your voice is the power that can do this.
Sack move.
Is it really a sack move? Because someone else killed him.
Doesn't he let you?
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe. All right. Well, I just wanted to say it.
So now you have powers of like Banshee or like even a Fusro Da is like what it is.
Ooh. Haven't thought about
Nice
that
pull.
in a minute.
Yeah,
Nice.
neither
Nice
did I,
pull.
just right now. There's like a bunch of cops, but Dorland's men trying to catch you. And then all of a sudden it gets stabbed through the throat and SKX is like, come on, I'm going to get you out of here. And they're like, why should I trust you? He's like, I look forward to cutting you up and killing you, but not right now.
Oh, classic.
Oh, as long
SK.
as it's not right now, that's fine. Then
Yeah.
he's trustworthy.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of shit that goes on here. You find out that SKX has this list of 4 guys, and there's only one left called the Magic Man. And you're like, all right, I'm going to go to where the Magic Man is, try and beat SKX there so he doesn't kill him, whatever. And then all I have is you go to find the Magic Man, and I wrote down dreams about alcohol and bum fights.
Yeah.
I assume that happened, but so you go to the theater and you fight the Magic Man, who's whatever. You get there. And then Rosa calls you and is like, I found out all this stuff on the internet. I'm going to tell you what it's all about the Oro.
Yeah, I researched Oro on Google.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Listen to this. Yeah. It's definitely their website. The
Oro
secret organization's website.
Evictus.
The Invincible Voice. They're like an Illuminati type society for the past 3,000 years, trying to get special sound powers.
Sonic emissions.
Yeah, that can like control people. And that's what's causing all the people in town to go weird. And it's why you have this power. They were trying to, and you can just do all this stuff.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Then she brings up Remembrium.
Yeah. And he's like, this sonic thing causes paranoia and psychosis and whatever.
Oh, that must be why I'm a fucking alcoholic asshole.
Yeah.
That must be the reason.
You're like, okay, I get it. And then you end up fighting Magic Man, who's just like, I don't know. It's a dumb boss.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And he's like, it was meant to be a myth. I never thought you'd have the power. Now go and kill them all. And then you kind of get it's like the body's resonating, destroying all the bodies in here. It's a power greater than theirs. You can stop Oro if you want. He's like, all the answers are on the peninsula.
Yeah, he's like, you're the one Oro fears.
Yeah. So you're like, I got to go to the landfill on the peninsula. I will take this barge.
Makes sense.
So you get to this barge and you go on there, and there's a lot of weird shit going on. You and Rosa are on the thing, and Rosa kind of starts getting scared of you because you're fucked up. And you end up fighting some guys on here. It doesn't really matter. Oh, she gets scared because you do a sonic scream and it kills a bunch of birds. That was right.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
You get into this fight and whatever, and a bunch of crashing happens. I'm not even going to get into it. But you're hurt. And she's like, you're fucked up. I need to take you to the hospital. And then you kind of start hallucinating again when you get to this landfill. And it's your hallucination. He's like, hey, I represent all your demons, buddy. You need to start accepting things for what they are. And once you do, you'll stop having these hallucinations.
All right, sounds
Easy
fair.
enough.
I guess that means you accept that you're the Sonic guy now.
Yeah, you know what Remembrium is now.
Yeah. So then a bunch of strike teams blow up, blah, blah, blah. You fight Oro soldiers. Now starting fighting Oro soldiers who are like immune to your sonic powers at first until you scare them a little bit, I guess. And you end up going down to this huge antenna they have, which is where they're using their sonic powers to drive the city insane, and you blow that up.
Control center, self-destruct sequence.
Yeah, always a self-destruct sequence. And Rose is like, hey, you got to get out of there. Dorland's not important. Just get out of there and live. But no, you got to kill Dorland. You're going to fight him. You eventually knock him off a thing and he falls down a hole.
Yeah, that was neat. Falling to your death. I like that.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of shit about like Oro's main goal here is to be protectors of something. They don't really explain
Just
it.
bullshit fucking secret society.
Conspiracy nonsense.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get on a chopper and you escape.
Nice.
And that's kind of the end. And it kind of gives you like a epilogue that everybody's weeding Oro out from all their things. And the lots of shit's going down. And then it kind of cuts like 3 hours later, and the president's addressing the nation. He's like, violence has increased everywhere. Blah, blah, blah. And then the president, like, press conference I think he gets killed. I don't even know.
No, he gets a message.
Oh, that's right.
He just reads a message and it says, the remedy is among us. And he has like a heart attack. Like he freaks the fuck out so bad that he dies.
Yeah, he's there to warn everybody about the violence. I'm guessing Ethan's the remedy. I don't know.
Yeah, I assume
I don't know, a remedy from what?
the voice is enough to kill the Oro.
And then it cuts to another scene where it has SKX, and he's like getting inducted into the Oro Society. He finally made it.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Damn it.
So is the president now afraid
I think
because
he's
Ethan
dead.
has the thing?
Well, he had a heart attack or something. Yeah.
Well, was it he died of fear because Ethan has the power? And I don't understand.
Yeah,
something
Okay.
like that.
It's kind of like he saw the note and he's like, oh shit, the whole power apparatus of the secret society that brought me to where I am is going to be destroyed.
I guess that's what you're supposed to infer.
That's what that's
that
what I
he's kind of
assumed.
and he's kind of worried.
Yeah. It's like saying,
I thought it was going to be like a hit on him from Oro, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
yeah, it's silly. I mean, the voice could just make him die anyway, apparently. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. That's the game. We did it. We talked about it, and we're still fucking rad. So let's move into final thoughts.
Ooh.
Why don't you start, Scotchy?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. What do I don't even remember what to do here.
Did watching this video make you want to play Bloodshot?
Okay. Was
the story pretty good, or do you think the whole thing was a long shot? And out of 27 stars, how many would you give this? What you got?
Awesome.
You went from a good one last week to a shitty one
I
this
know.
week.
Well, I'll get a second chance, maybe.
Did watching this video make me want to play it? I mean, if it did at all, it's because I'm kind of itching to play a horror game lately. Maybe it's the season.
It is the season.
But I want to play a game that's good and fun and isn't
That's
like
not the
another
season for
fucking
this.
jump scare bullshit. But
Metroid
whatever.
Dread.
That doesn't count.
It's a horror game.
Anyway, no, watching this video did not specifically make me want to play Condemned 2 or Condemned 1 or anything in the Condemned universe. Did the story work for me? I mean, it kind of, in a way, did. I think it was all pretty silly. Like, the whole connection was...
That's a kind way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what were we doing here? This guy who was fucking... too much of a loose end psycho to be a police officer, has these special powers of solving cases, goes off the grid, gets found. We learn that his vocal cords are different, and he gets a fuss roda and becomes a powerful being. Fucking what? What does this have to do with detective skill? You know what?
Yeah. Oh.
So I'll say no. The story didn't work for me. So what final score would I give it? I think if it did anything well, it was very atmospheric and creepy, and very on theme with its murders and its gore and its crazy shit. I did think the cops were a little too blasé about all this crazy shit that was happening around them, but whatever.
Or were they in on it?
Or, and the riots weren't super consistent, or what the fuck was going on in that town. So,
Well, they were being controlled by the sonic perturbations.
Yeah. You say perturbations.
Yes.
I like that.
I'm going with a 4.
That's
All right.
fair.
All right.
Yeah, it's a fucking 4. Like,
Yeah, you're right. It's a 4.
It is.
well then, how about we'll go with you then, Sir Chump Slap.
Mm-hmm. You got some questions?
Did watching this video make you want to play more Condemned? Did the story work for you? Or do you think maybe it could have been a little hemmed? And what score out of 27 stars you think you'd recommend?
Ooh.
Yeah, decent.
Watching the video did not make me want to play this game at all. Did the story work for me? No. Like what the fuck? If I remember Condemned 1 at all, which I don't, it had nothing to do. It was a serial killer, right? You were following a serial killer.
Yeah, you were kind of blamed for the killings.
Yeah.
And you were I kind of remember.
I kind of remember SKX. And they ended up in like a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that part.
But no, this was just like the first game was okay, so they tried to make something insane out of this game. No, the whole fucking secret society bullshit, and it's all about your vocal cords. You didn't have any vocal cord powers in the first
I
one,
don't think so.
and why not? If you've had them your whole life.
Well, you just found out when Van Horn was there. Not Van Horn. Pharrell was telling you in the prison, like, you got the power. You got the power.
Oh, you had to believe in yourself.
Yes.
It was a Karate Kid thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, back to that. Way to bring it
Yeah,
around.
right. Thanks.
Nice, excellent. Hire us for a writing job.
Which we all know I think is over fucking rated.
It's true. You did mention that.
But no, I mean, the story was stupid as fuck. The whole thing was just silly. But I was entertained a little bit. So out of 27 stars, I'm also going to give it a 4 because that's what it is. It's a 4.
All right. 4 is all around. So how about you, Dr. Syintist? It's your turn.
All right.
Okay, I think I got something. Let me try.
Go for it. Go redeem yourself. I dare you.
Did watching this game make you want to fuss roda?
Okay.
That was a bad idea. But was the story pretty good, or was it just more blah? And out of 27 stars, how many would you give this, broha?
Not bad.
Thanks.
Not bad for the start.
I know. I really tried.
You dug yourself a hole there, bud.
It took a lot.
I wouldn't play it. The story for me, it's just some huge conspiracy of this secret organization is trying to get powers of sound to control the populations to protect them from something that they never explain or do.
No, I didn't see the sound thing coming, though.
No, I'll give him that. It was a little shocking. I I think SKX is a decent antagonist because he's just fucking crazy. He's killing people.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Joker.
I do like SKX. I'll give him that.
I think Ethan's a piece of shit, but
Yeah.
the supplementary characters like LaRue and Rosa were pretty bland, I thought.
Yeah, it's just boilerplate bullshit.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out Condemned 3 where this is all going. Maybe it'll bring it all around.
I sure hope so.
I don't even know if there's a Condemned 3.
I sure hope not.
I have no idea. One of us should have looked, right?
Nah,
Whatever.
fuck it.
I don't.
You're
Yeah,
right.
the story's just whatever. It's nothing great. It's not terrible. I will give it a sub-average 4 also.
What? Perfect 4?
Perfect
I think
4.
we found the perfect 4.
I think he did.
That's the perfect 4 sound. That is a final score of, let me do the math. Hold on. 16. No, I'm kidding. It's 12. It's a 12.
It's a perfect 12 score.
A couple weeks ago, August 15th, we gave Terminator Dawn of Fate a 13.
Okay.
And then back July 25th, 2024, we gave Need for Speed 2015 a 12. That was an unnatural 12. That was a 246.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's the company it's keeping. And I guess the Getaway, we gave that a 13, which is definitely slightly 1 point better than this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy
What did
how
we give
good we are at
Condemned
this.
1?
Condemned 1. Now you gotta make me search.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
a good question. That was
Condemned
perfect.
Criminal Origins, we gave a 16.
Oh. It was a lot better than I remembered.
It was
Or maybe
a
we've
lot
got-
better than this game, though.
I think it was.
Yeah. There's a whole 4
we've
more.
Become, or we've become more jaded along the way.
No, it was definitely
It was
better.
probably, the sequels are usually worse.
Yeah. I don't know what they were fucking thinking.
This is our 6th perfect game. I've been keeping track of.
Nice. I was just going to ask. Nice.
Oh, I have not been. I probably should. Whatever.
Yeah,
Good job.
No, he's got them.
All right. Well, that being said, now that we're through the game, let's go ahead and head into our cooldown topic.
Let's chill out with some conversation.
Dr. Scientist, it was your pick, so you got a cooldown topic for us?
First off, let's do something serious. Get out and vote. It's got to be close to that time.
What? Yeah. Come on, man.
My
Yeah.
my
that's a
ballot's
good
probably
point.
in already.
It's still scary to look at this fucking country.
Everybody got to go do it. And if you don't live in the U.S., do it whenever your time is. I don't know.
If you don't live in the U.S., do it illegally anyway.
Yeah.
So many people are going to be doing it illegally. Now, you know what? Let's not even start
That's not
that.
even, let's
Just
not
go
even joke
vote.
about that. Yeah.
Go register. Go vote. Do your part.
Yeah. But for the actual topic, I'm going to steal an idea from the last episode because I didn't really have anything else and I just waited the last minute to do this.
Fair.
Talk about music videos you like. I'm going to start.
Ooh.
I really like Imagine Dragons Radioactive, starring Alexandria Daddario and Lou Diamond Phillips in an underground stuffed animal cockfighting ring.
What?
It's an excellent
Okay.
video. You should all watch it.
Okay.
Other than the video I recommended last week,
Which was, I do not recall.
Falling in Reverse,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
song Ronald. I'll send it to you guys. Other than that, I mean, there's so many classic ones. One of my favorites was Everlong.
No,
That
that is
video.
a very good one.
That's a classic one. What was the one? I think the song is California. I forget who sings it. It's not the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No. Fucking
Butthole Surfers?
no. I want to say Sponge.
It could be. It's the video where it's a
guy's on
slow-mo of a
fire.
dude's just on fire running.
I wish I never moved to
yeah.
Southern California.
that
Smog's
was a
not
good
blue.
one.
Someone should have warned you.
What about Green Jello? Three Little Pigs.
Oh, their whole first album.
Was there an album? Was there a video for every song?
Yeah, it was a serial killer soundtrack. It was the first album ever released in only video form before it was released.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know every song had it on.
yeah. Adventures of Shitman,
Yeah.
Cow God,
Yeah.
Cow God.
fucking classics.
I mean, there's so many good ones. The video for Hurt, Johnny Cash's cover of the
that
Nine
is
Inch
a good
Nails.
one.
I was gonna say Closer.
Yeah, Closer.
That was
a
a
good one.
fucked up weird video.
I still, even just classic, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. What was the one where they made it look like the fucking Beatles?
Oh, In Bloom.
Yeah, that was a cool video too.
That's a great one.
And then the not the sort of Buddy Holly was another one where they put him in Happy Days. That was a good
yeah.
one.
Yes,
Oh,
Weezer.
that was neat. Yeah.
Weezer. Yeah, there's a lot of the Sabotage. Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Oh, fuck yeah,
fucking
man. I haven't seen that in
classic.
forever.
There's so
What about
many.
November Rain?
I remember that was epic.
Yeah, that was when it came out at the time.
No, I guess it was thematically appropriate. But when fucking Slash is just shredding in that storm in front of that church,
Yeah,
man.
You
about the-
remember it, so.
Fuck is it? Fatboy Slim with Christopher Walken.
Weapon of choice.
Yeah. Where you're just
Yeah.
dancing the whole video.
Let's go back to Beavis and Butthead days and detachable penis.
Oh, that was a fucking video.
We just talked about this. The Rage Against the Machine video in front of the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forget which
It's
one
not
that
Bulls
was.
on Parade. God damn, I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Boomerang? You're the Boomerang?
I don't remember what the video was, but yeah, it's a good one.
Man, I only mostly remember the videos from like my days of watching MTV, like Offspring's
Come out and play.
Come Out and Play.
I was just gonna say that one. That was a really good one.
Did you guys ever see Shake Hands with Beef by Primus?
No, I
Well,
can't
they're
say
like-
I've seen that.
They're like a bunch of flies or something on like a garbage can lid.
That's
Oh,
really
that's
old
fun.
school. Like, what the fucking was the?
Why known as Big Brown Beaver?
No, it was Peter Gabriel, or was it?
Yeah. Oh, Land of Confusion.
Yeah, Land of Confusion.
That was
think I remember
That
that.
was a Reagan days because it was Reagan in the thing.
Dude, that was such a good video.
That was.
That was like puppets and shit.
Yeah.
There was a video, I forget, it was Reggie in the Full Effect, who I was never really a fan of, but they did a video, I forget what the song was, but it was like a love story of peanut butter and jelly. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that one, but like it's like a big anthropomorphic jar of peanut butter and like a big anthropomorphic
No.
jar of jelly. But it's like people in costumes.
Yeah.
I think I've
And
seen
it's like-
that.
It's like the dad and the peanut butter family's like, you're not going to date a girl that's in the jelly, you know? And then they meet up and smash into each other and become a peanut butter jelly sandwich. It was just fucking conceptual and weird. But I have a bunch of other ones, like the video for, what is it? Oh, Childish Gambino's This Is America. That's a newer one.
Yeah, that was classic. Well, it was huge. when it
Outcast, Hey Ya. That
Oh, yeah,
video
that was a good one.
is
I remember that
fucking
video.
crazy. There's so many. I could spend weeks talking
Did you
about
say
this shit,
Aerosmith
especially if I
Crazy?
prepared.
Oh,
I mean, that's a
yeah,
great one too.
That was.
yeah,
That was.
yeah.
That was huge.
It was Alicia Silverstone before she became famous.
Yeah. And his daughter, whatever her name
Liv
was.
Tyler.
What was the video where it was entirely shot or it was entirely played in reverse?
I was trying to think of what that was because I can't remember what it was.
It wasn't Daft Punk.
No.
Around the World. That was a terrible video.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest,
Don't
I
know.
think.
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
remember
what-
either. I remember the video, but I don't remember who it was or what song it was.
Oh, was it Far Side?
They always sang in reverse.
Did they really?
Yeah. They would sing backwards, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's The Far Side is the artist. The song is called Drop.
Yeah.
Go check that one out. That's a classic.
Man, I can't think
All
of
the ones that
fucking
are
any
like
videos.
weird and conceptual are I am so in for. Beastie Boys Intergalactic. We don't have to keep going. Like this
There
could be a
was
special
so,
episode.
Like back
we
in
could.
the day when fucking videos were actually
made, yeah.
like they hired fucking people to make them. Like what's his name, McG? That director got his fucking
Yeah.
start in fucking making music videos.
Mark Romanek. He did all those 9 Inch Nails ones.
Yeah.
We talked about like 3 or 4 of his already. Michelle Gondry,
Oh,
who did it.
fucking
like his videos.
Stinkfist.
Yeah, it was a good one too. Or
Oh.
even Prison Sex.
Yeah, anything by Tool. They had that whole video album, Salival. Came with a video. Yeah,
Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up because we could be here all day talking about awesome music videos.
All right.
yeah, for real.
If someone wants to send us an email filled with badass music videos we completely didn't even remember, where could they send that email to? Sir Chump Slap.
Well, send that to plottytime@gmail.com. And if they're not from the 90s or early aughts, I've probably never seen them. So.
And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, how do they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram or Threads or maybe even TikTok. Sometimes I guess somebody watches that. Or go by the subreddit and start a thing and talk about music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. Really helps us out. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, Gamers Little Playground, I Am Panics, and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.